Hello students, in this session I am going to discuss MCQs from the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. Okay, so the first question, how many alcohols with molecular formula C4H10O are chiral in nature? Okay, so first of all, how many isomers can we write out of this molecular formula? So one is N-butanol. Okay, so I have 4 carbons, so you can check the molecule later. Okay, so this is one such isomer I can write. Okay, and another is this one. This is 2-butanol. Okay, it is supposed to be a secondary alcohol. And another one, what can I write is tertiary butanol. Okay, tertiary butanol. I think so. I can write one more structure. I am not sure about the yes. Okay, I can write 4 alcohols out of this, which is chiral. So which is chiral alcohol, students? So the carbon which is straightly attached to the alcohol functional group must be attached to 4 different groups. So in which it is chiral? So it is not chiral. It has 2 symmetric groups. You see here 3, all are 3 methyl groups, and here also it is not chiral, only 2-butanol. Okay, one chiral alcohol is chiral in nature. So answer is 1. The IUPAC name of metacresol. So what is cresol, students? So it is benzene ring. Okay, you have an alcohol functional group in meta position. You have a methyl group. Okay, so phenol is the parent compound here. So it is 3-methyl phenol. Okay, this is the IUPAC name. Phenol is less acidic than. Okay, so they have given set of options: ethanol, orthonitrophenol, orthomethylphenol, orthomethoxyphenol. First of all, what I will tell you is, this is your phenol or any alcohol. Okay, so what you have to do is, so what is they are asking about the acidity? What we will call as acidic in nature, if it donates proton, it is acidic in nature. Okay, so here this hydrogen is acidic because of this oxygen. See here, the oxygen and the hydrogen bond are highly polarized because your oxygen is highly electronegative in nature. So any factors that increase the electronegativity of oxygen here will increase the acidity of this alcoholic group. So immediately it will donate proton. Okay, so in another sense, this is a trick, please listen to me. See, your oxygen will have lone pair of electrons. Okay, this is your electron density. Okay, so your acidity of phenol or any alcohol is inversely proportional to the electron density of oxygen. Okay, so if the electron density of oxygen decreases, your acidity will increase. Immediately it will donate the proton. Okay, so what are the factors that decrease the electron density and increase the acidity? The factors are, if the groups containing -I and -R group. So what they will do, they will pull electrons, they will withdraw electrons, and thereby the acidity increases. Okay, so here we have to compare this phenol with ethanol. So your ethanol is C2H5OH. Okay, so here what it does, your ethyl group, okay, they are having +R group. So what they will do, they will donate electrons and they will increase electron density. So what happens, the acidity decreases. Okay, so then your orthonitrophenol, your nitro is a very strong electron withdrawing group. It has -I and -R group. Okay, so remember this. So what due to this, what happens, your electron density decreases and your acidity will increase. Okay, so but keep that in mind. Okay, orthonitrophenol. Then orthomethylphenol. So again, your methyl group is having +I effect and your hyperconjugation effect. So thereby what happens, the electron density increases and acidity decreases. So what happens to orthomethoxy? So again your orthomethoxy, it has -I but +R dominates. So what happens, the electron density increases and acidity decreases. So which one? Your phenol is already acidic, but it is less acidic than orthonitrophenol because it is very, very acidic due to the presence of nitro group. Okay, so the trick is this one. So please learn this. Your phenol acidity is inversely proportional to the electron density. Which of the following species can act as the strongest base here? See, acidity is inversely proportional to electron density. So the basicity is directly proportional to electron density. Simple. So what is a base? Base must abstract a proton. See, it is acidity is giving a proton, base must abstract a proton. So for abstracting a proton, the electron density must be very high, isn't it? Then only it can abstract a proton. So here you have to compare. See, this is OH minus. Okay, we have electron density. Apart from this is extra electrons. Okay, they have lone pair, and apart from this one. So and here it is R group, so it will donate, isn't it? So it will increase the electron density. Okay, so the basicity is more. And here this is a benzene ring. C6H5 is a benzene ring. So what happens here? Your electron density is involved in resonance. So the electron density decreases. Okay, and here to the benzene ring, in addition to this, you have a nitro group at the meta position. So due to this powerful nitro group, which will withdraw electrons. Okay, so the electron density still decreases here. So which one is having the most basicity? Your alkoxy. Okay, so please now if you want to please rewind and you can go through the concept. Okay, so if you don't understand, which of the following compounds will react with sodium hydroxide solution in water? See, again they are asking about the acidity only. Okay, so your sodium hydroxide is a base, so which will react with base? Only the acidic solution. So indirectly they are asking you about the acidity only. Okay, so here, so what is the reaction of alcohol with sodium hydroxide? With sodium hydroxide, it will form RONA, because this is the acidic proton. It will donate proton. If it is acidic, it will react with this base and you will form water. Okay, so this is the reaction. So indirectly they are asking the acidity only. So as before, so this is your phenol, and this is what? This is your tertiary. This is your tertiary alcohol, and this is benzyl alcohol. Okay, there is a benzene ring, but in between there is a CH2 group, and your ethanol, CH3 CH2OH. So which one is acidic? Obviously this is not acidic because of the electron donating plus I group. This is not acidic. And here, even though there is a benzene ring, there is a CH2 group here. Okay, so it will donate electrons. So it will decrease electron density, and it will also increase electron density. So for acidity, inversely proportional to electron density. So the answer is phenol. Okay, so same concept only. Arrange the following compounds in increasing order of boiling point. See students, whenever boiling point is asked, you have to consider any hydrogen bonding and your van der Waals force. For hydrogen bonding, if you have any alcohol or NH2 group, you must take into consideration. For van der Waals force, everything, each and every living being have and van der Waals force. Each and every atoms, molecules have van der Waals force. So the size increases the van der Waals force. It is a weak interaction. Okay, when the size increases, the van der Waals force also increases. So here propanol, butanol, butane 2-ol, pentanol, all are alcohol groups. So they all are having hydrogen bonding. Now we have to compare only the van der Waals force. So I told you the size have to be bigger. So propanol, it has only 3 carbons. And this is your butanol has 4 carbons, and this is your butane 2-ol, 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this is your 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so which is having more chain length? Your pentanol. Okay, then comes your butanol. See, both are containing 4 carbons only, but there is a branching which makes the size spherical. If the size becomes spherical, the van der Waals force decreases, isn't it? So the maximum chain length. Okay, so van der Waals force will be more. So first is pentanol, butane 1-ol, then butane 2-ol, and last is your propanol. So which option? So the first option. Okay students, so first you consider about the hydrogen bonding and then compare the van der Waals force. So which of the following compound is aromatic alcohol? So see students, for aromatic alcohol, What are aromatic alcohol? You must have a OH group, okay, not directly attached to the aromatic ring. Okay, this is the concept. Be it any naphthalene, any aromatic group, it should not be directly attached, but your alcohol group must be present in a side chain. Okay, so here you have an alcohol group, but it is directly attached to the aromatic group, so it is not an aromatic alcohol. Please understand. Okay, and here there is an alcohol group, but it is not directly attached to the aromatic ring. It is attached to a carbon which links both. Okay, so this is an aromatic alcohol, and here OH is attached to a carbon which links. Okay, there must be an aromatic ring, but the alcohol should not be directly attached. Here this is not, so the option is B and C. Okay, so your next question, give IUPAC name of the compound given below. See it. Okay, here any IUPAC name has a root name. Okay, listen to me, root name, and it will have a suffix and it will have a prefix. Okay, so if we have a more priority group, okay, like alcohol, ethanol, or ketone, or carboxylic acid, okay, these are priority groups. Okay, they will take the suffix. Okay, so what groups will take prefix? Your halogen, your any alkyl groups or alkoxy groups will take the prefix. Okay, students, so here this is a more priority group. Okay, first of all, we will check what is the root name. Root name comes from the number of carbon atoms. Number of carbon atoms. How many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the root name is hexane. Okay, so here, which is a priority group? More priority group is alcohol. So you have to give number in such a way it gets a least number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this takes suffix. What is the suffix for alcohol? This is all. Okay, it is situated in two positions, so this is hexane. You must cut off the E here. Hexane to all. Okay, what is the prefix? It is in 5 position. There is a chloro, so it is 5-chlorohexane to all. Okay, so no space in between. You must use hyphen in between numbers and letters. So 5-chlorohexane to all. Okay, so this is a procedure, students. So the IUPAC name of anisole. So what is anisole? To a benzene ring, you will be having a methoxy group. Okay, so it is an ether, right? So what is that? So it is methoxybenzene. This is methoxy, this is benzene. So the answer is methoxybenzene. Write the IUPAC name of the following compound. See, it is an ether. Okay, so for ether, you must check on either side of O, which is having the most number of carbon atoms. That will take the parent chain. Okay, so here it is having maximum number of carbon atoms. I am going to treat it as the parent compound. I am going to take it as methoxy. Okay, so I must mention where this is situated. Okay, so I'm not going to take this as a parent chain. I'm going to take this as a parent chain because it has 3 carbon atoms. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in 2 position we have a methoxy group and a methyl group. So according to your alphabetical order, which comes first? So 2 methoxy, 2 methyl propane. This is the root name. It contains 3 carbon atoms. So the root name is propane. Okay, so this is it is prefix. So you remember these are least priority groups. They must come before prefix. Okay, so it is 2-methoxy, 2-methyl propane. Then coming to this IUPAC name of the given compound. See, when you check this ether, you have equal number of carbon atoms on both the chains. So which one I have to take it as a parent chain. Okay, first let's check both. So here I am going to take this as a parent chain. I am discussing both the choices. Okay, both the options. So if I take this one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in which position this, what should I name as? This is isopropoxy, right? So I can write 1 isopropoxy propane. Okay, this is one option. And if I treat this one as a parent chain, okay, so this is what? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, in the 2 position I have a just propoxy group. Okay, so this is 2-propoxy propane. both are right only, because on either side we have the same carbon atoms, but this option is not given here. I have only this. Okay, so both are correct because on either side we have same number of carbon atoms. Then the bond angle in ether is slightly, it was given mistakenly, is slightly greater than which angle? See, if you consider ether, if you check the hybridization, see number of sigma bonds, number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. I have 2 lone pairs and 2 sigma bonds, so it is 4. So it is what? sp3. For sp3 it is tetrahedral. Its hybridization is sp3 and geometry is tetrahedral. So what happens here in ether? Okay, so usually when you compare this with alcohol or water, okay, all are having the same hybridization and same only, but here in both these two, what happens? The lone pair repulsion is very much greater than the lone pair or bond pair repulsion, because they are very small molecules. Okay, due to this repulsion it will push these bonds and it will come closer. Due to this the bond angle decreases in water and in alcohol. So it will be the bond angle will be lesser than 108.28 minutes. Okay, so the typical bond angle of a tetrahedral structure. But here what happens, although there is a lone pair repulsion, okay, here in alkyl groups they are both bulky, no, so here the steric factor dominates. So what happens, they go apart. You can imagine, they go apart, so the bond angle increases. Here. Increases than what? Increases than the tetrahedral angle, the typical tetrahedral angle. Okay, 109, not 108, 109 degree 28 minutes. Okay, so the bond angle in ethers is slightly greater than the tetrahedral angle due to the steric repulsion. Okay, so though there are lone pair repulsion, but here this one dominates. You don't push me, I cannot come closer because this fat person, okay, he is creating steric hindrance, I cannot go. Here the steric factor overpowers the repulsion. Okay, so you have to think about this, you have to keep this in your mind. So the IUPAC name of the compound, this compound, okay, so here also this is an ether molecule. So on either side of oxygen, which part is having more number of carbon atoms? This one. So I am going to take this one as my parent chain, this chain. Okay, this chain. So 1, 2, 3. In 2 position, what group is attached? Methoxy. So what is a root name? 3 carbon atoms are there, so propane. 2-methoxy propane. So this is the answer. Okay, then write down the decreasing order of reactivity of sodium metal towards. See, here also they are speaking about the acidity only of alcohol. So what is the reaction? ROH plus sodium metal, what is the reaction? So here also there is an abstraction of proton takes place. Okay, abstraction of proton takes place, your hydrogen gets liberated. So acidity, as I told you, for acidity it is inversely proportional to electron density. See, this is your primary alcohol. All right, so here this is your secondary alcohol, and this will be your tertiary alcohol. So where the electron density, okay, decreases, here in aliphatic alcohol itself the electron density is more, but comparatively your tertiary alcohol, due to the presence of 3 R groups, electron density increases 3 folds. So it is increases 2 folds because of this R. There is only 1 R, so the electron, comparatively your primary alcohol has more acidity. Okay, so this is the option, your primary alcohol, your primary, secondary and your tertiary. Okay, so option C. Okay, so the acidity of primary alcohol is more than your secondary than your tertiary. Okay, given the decreasing order of acidity, acid strength, so for the same reasons. Okay, so descending order, so This is your primary, secondary and your tertiary. Okay, so this is the option A. Okay, so thanks for watching, students. If you find this video very useful, please share along with your friends. Okay, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.